Greetings, everyone. Gregory Cockery here in the orange room. My wife was thinking we should expose more of the wall. There's more orange up here, but you see enough orange. And you've seen enough orange in the past to justify the name Orange Room, I'm thinking. So there you have it. Afternoon from Kohler, Wisconsin. Alex, what's going on, Daddy-O? I'm just going to share this with music friends. I need to, oh, come on. Bit-bit-biddle-da-do. Bit-bit-diddle-da-do. Can you hear me out there? You see and hear, you hear and see? Ryan was helping me out with getting things ready to go here. And, what's going on here? Oh, I see. I'm going to share this. Right post. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go like so. Boom. Shared. I'm going to go over here. Oh, is it? Did it freeze? Am I frozen? Am I frozen on the Intergoogle? No, I'm not. I'm going. Doggone it. It's a crazy world we're living in, music friends. Music friends. It's a crazy world we're music friends. All right. All right, folks. Today I have yet another Les Paul. Wildwood sent me this guitar. Landed yesterday. This is actually a Gibson USA, but Wildwood does a thing called Wildwood Select. So as you can see, it's got, hang on a second here. Sometimes I just get frustrated. There we go. You can see, got a beautiful top on it. So it's got a beautiful Wildwood Select maple cap on it for a little extra. This is a 60s Wildwood Select Gibson USA standard. And beautiful top. Beautiful top on it. And it doesn't have the Wildwood, but it does have a special Wildwood iteration pickup in it. Let's get the lowdown on this bad boy for just a second before I start wailing on it. This is the Dark Cherry Burst. Gloss nitrocellulose lacquer. Slim taper neck. That is true. Hand-picked maple top. Mahogany with no weight relief, correct. Wildwood Spec 59 Tribute Humbuckers is what they're called. Very interesting. 2 Wildwood Spec 59 Tribute Humbuckers. That's what they're calling them. What's up out there, y'all? It's a Lester Paul Fizz, a guitar of glory. And the serial number of this bad boy and all the specifics and the weight and all that kind of stuff are on the link that is attached to this particular video and whatever format you're watching it from. I do like the fact that it has, because it's a 60s version, that it has the reflector knobs. For those who don't know my usual rantings about the reflector knobs, see, they got the reflector top on them. They started doing that in 1960, apparently. At some point in 1960, they started adding those. And I like it because it reminds me of the dimmer switch on the light going to my parents' basement when I was a lad. So it reminds me of the rec room at Koch residence back in the day. Anyway, so let's get back to this thing here. This is a dark burst, they're calling it. It's not a chambered body. This is about 9.5 pounds, although it doesn't really seem that heavy. And I'm just tune this rascal up and start giving it what for. Can you dig it? Will you dig it? Well, all right. This is a glorious sounding instrument. What am I playing here? Timothy. Tim. This is a Gibson USA Wildwood Select 60s Les Paul. And it was sent to me. It arrived yesterday. I let it warm up after being in the great outdoors. And doggity gog it. I plugged in and it sounds good. So this one is for sale. But for those of you who aren't familiar with what happens here, excuse me, spaghetti I ate for lunch is making its presence known. What? Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Central and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Central, I play some guitars that have been sent to me by Wildwood Guitars in Louisville, Colorado. And this particular specimen is a Gibson USA. Now, they've been doing the Wildwood spec Les Pauls from the custom shop for years, and I have 2 of those now. I just recently got this one right here, this rascal. This is a 58 Wildwood spec custom shop. Glorious, delicious weapon of the night and of the day. But the custom shop guitars are obviously a little bit more money, a little bit more scalota. So they thought it would be fun to do a tweaked version of a USA Gibson, a Wildwood Select version. So select tops, so you get a little nicer top than you'd get on a normal, or they're picked out by the Wildwood fellas. And they also have a pickup called a 59 Wildwood Spec Tribute pickup. So different pickups, nicer tops, that kind of thing. Sketty round 2, you damn right. So this is a 60s, and you know, it's got the slimmer taper neck, which I like, but I also like the bigger neck. That's why I got the 58, because I like a little, I don't mind either, but I guess worst comes to worst, I want a little more girth on the back of the neck. Worst comes to worst, I want a little more girth. Worst comes to worst, I want a little bit more girth. Wow, a little odd measure there, a little odd beat thrown into that little jam. And again, nice curtains. Actually, they're hippie tapestries. But we put it because we're trying to get the lighting right in here. It's always something. So we're still working with this new camera. It's doing strange things. This is Dark Cherry Sunburst. Okay, gloss nitrocellulose lacquer on the top. Slim taper neck. Yeah, as I said, 2 Wildwood Spec 59 Tribute humbuckers. There you have it. And it sounds diggity doggone good. And if you want to know, while I'm at it, the price on these bad boys is more reasonable than custom shop stuff. Obviously, it is $27.99. $27.99 for this beautiful creature. Let's mess around a little bit more with it. Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. right? It sounds good. It's a rock utensil. Somebody's asking about the amp out there. Yeah, I'm using my Koch amp right there. I'm in the lead channel. So if I go over here, this frickin' frack. Hold on a second here. There we go. If I go over here, you see what I'm using. So this red light means I'm in the lead channel, and this OTS is an output tube saturation. And I find when I put those two together, it beefens it up in a really cool way. Here's just lead channel by itself. I'll turn the slapback delay. Not a bad little sound there either, but clean channel. Right? Now I'm using this device through the effects loop. So I'm just using the overdrive on the amp, and then I'm putting the delay through the effects loop, and so that it does not distort the delays. But sometimes what I like to do, folks, I do like just using reverb most of the time, and that's... But sometimes I like to just turn the reverb off and put just a slapback delay in. You can see the top on this bad boy. Sorry, I got so many damn lights in here. It's glaring over every which way from Tuesday. But there you go. You can kind of see it. There you go. It's a dark cherry burst. Dark cherry burst with those reflector knobs. Looks cool. Can you dig that kind of activity, my friends? Can you dig that kind of activity? Mm-hmm. And sometimes we just want to hear a clean Les Paul. We can do that too. We can go like this. Right? This frickin' frack, why does it keep doing that? Computers doing crazy things, driving me crazy. Yeah. So, someone said, so it's just a 60s USA tribute. No, it is a Wildwood Select. So you get extra bang for the top, and the pickups are different. Okay. And how much does this one weigh? This one weighs about 9.5. I have a question for you. You ever met my brother David Borscht, guitarist from Phoenix? I don't think I heard him. Yes, gristle is a term I use to describe my tone. Back in the day, we used to refer to going up and engaging in spirited musical congress. We'd go, let's go pound the gristle. The gristle need be pounded. And then it just became a catch-all phrase for a variety of things. Like, yeah, give me a little gristle on there. I need some of that gristle. Pound the gristle. Don't be afraid of it. Go Packers, right? He holds up his pants with a borscht belt. Well, what? Thank you very much, Kevin. I appreciate that. I do like this middle position as well. Get a little... Right? You can get a lot of funk out of this doggone thing. Right? Hey. Someone asked, this is a Wildwood 10. No, this Wildwood 10s are the ones they make for the Fender Custom Shop makes. The Wildwood 10s, the Gibson iteration and the Custom Shop stuff is Wildwood Spec. And this is a new thing that Wildwood's been doing that's been immensely popular. It's a Gibson USA, so it's not a Custom Shop version, but it is a Wildwood Select. So they've selected the tops, and they have a different pickup in here. It is called a 59 Wildwood Spec Tribute Humbucker, and there's 2 of these rascals in. And they sound good. It sounds good. Yeah, someone asked if you can only get these pickups in the Wildwood guitars. That is correct. They're not sold aftermarket. So it's a special iteration that is only available in these rascals. My buddy Gary was out there. Maybe some awesome fuzz pedals from Big Knob Pedals. I got to tell you what, they sound good. That's the fuzz face right there. Pretty wicked, right? Yeah. Woo! That's some juicy stuff. Someone asked for a little manic mechanic, so I had to do it. Hey, Joe, how's it going out there? You all healthy now, doggone it? Glad you're doing better. Someone asked about the fuzz on the clean channel. No, I put it on the clean channel with the OTS on, so check it out. So when I'm messing around, you'd like to put a little fuzz on a straight clean channel. It gets a little too razor blades and hand grenades. It's just the way fuzzes do. That's the way fuzzes do. So what I've got here is, let me see if I can put this over here a little bit so you can see what's going on. So I'm going to use that. I got this OTS on. So here's a clean sound all by itself. OTS. Then I can hit this on top of that. Back to the amp. All right, someone asked about this guitar versus the one behind me. Well, this is a Wildwood spec. This is one I bought right before the year's end. This is a Wildwood Spec custom shop. It weighs a little under 8.5 pounds. Of course, when you start going up in price, the wood's different. The way that it's manufactured is different. The pickups are different. Hardware's different. Hide glue. All that kind of good stuff. Long tenon. All that kind of stuff. But I will say the price differential is considerable, and this is a great sounding guitar. So. Can you dig it? Can and will you dig it? Jeff asks, will the KMT be at Summerfest this year? You know, we'll see what happens. If the pestilence subsides, I'm sure we will. We haven't got called yet, although we were on schedule for last year, and then we were on schedule for the first reschedule for September. So I haven't heard anything about the current situation. Toby will definitely be down this Saturday for our live stream. He's also going to be with us for a live stream we're doing for Fishman on Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, we'll be doing our thing at 5 p.m. Central Time on Saturday. Want to A, B the two Lesters? So here is, let's start off Cleansville. Neck, middle. Bridge. With a little bit of heat. Bridge, middle. Neck. Now, let's go over here and see what we got. Neck. Middle. Bridge. clean. Yeah, the pickups are underwound, yeah. So there you go. That's a Wildwood spec custom shop that I purchased. That's a 58. So that has the special Wildwood custom buckers in it. Now this one is a 60s USA, Gibson USA Wildwood Select. But you get the idea. It's a guitar of savagery and glory. So again, just to review, it is our friend, a Wildwood Select 60s Les Paul Standard, Gibson USA, special Wildwood 59 Wildwood Spec tribute humbuckers. And juicy little flame top. And, of course, the reflector knobs. Fantastic. Can you dig it? Yes, it does have a slim taper neck because it's based on a 1960. So it's got the slim taper neck. The Crawfish Kissers said, I had to get the tribute and my wife still complained. Well, you know what? It's a crazy world we live in. Oh, little show. It sounds damn good. It's a damn good sounding guitar. So, if you don't want to drop the full coinage on Custom Shop, this is an excellent alternative, ladies and gentlemen. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? right? Yes. Mike Master says, I couldn't be happier with my 50s LP, but I've never played a custom shop. That's always a thing. It's like, this guitar sounds great, and I dig it, but I grab my custom shop, and I'm like, well, there's a reason why I bought that thing. But it's still a great guitar. If I would just play this one and not the other one, I'd be like, well, this is a great Les Paul. I dig it. We're done here. So sometimes it's just better not knowing. You just play what you're like, oh, I love this. This is great. And so it is. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it at all. 16 in stock at Wildwood, including this guitar. I'll be sending this one back because that's what I do. They send them to me, and I play them. I do a little video on them. I do some Wildwood 30s with them, little 30-second jobbers as well. I need to know where the Bengal cats go when you rock. It's keeping me up at night. They go upstairs. They go on the second or third floor of Koch household, and they're gone, Daddy gone. We moved about 5 years ago to it's an old house, 1908, old Victorian, old hardwood floors. But it's cool. It's a cool old place. And so the cats find refuge. Refuge. Well, I'm sure they find refuge too. And then they bury it in sand. Hopefully. Sometimes they don't, and it pisses me off. What are you going to do? Cats. The top floor of the... Thank God it's not a money pit. It has not been a money pit. We love this house. It's fantastic. It's glorious. We have been getting things for it, though. So, but I wouldn't call it a money pit. It's not things we don't have to do, but we've chosen to do. Yeah. Someone asked out there if I ever do any online private lessons. I do. I do Skype lessons available through my website at gregkoch.com. All my records are available there. I have many instructional materials. Books with audio, books with video, videos, things of this nature. Hats, T-shirts, all kinds of stuff. gregkoch.com. It's where it all happens. Woo! It's a good sounding guitar. I'm telling you right now. Looks good, sounds good. The information on this particular guitar. How did I like that Les Paul? I dig it, Alex. I dig it. I dig it. And I was seriously considering getting one of these rascals because I love those custom shop Les Pauls. But all the ones I'm really gravitated towards cost an arm and a leg, which is fine, you know. It's worth it. But I was just having a hard time. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll get the American, the Gibson USA Wildwood Select. Because they look great, they sound great. As you can hear, it plays great, sounds great, looks great. But then when I start playing a custom shop again, I'm like, you know what, don't mess around. Fella. So for me personally, I went the custom shop route. And but this is a damn fine guitar. And if I wanted a Les Paul and didn't want to spend thousands of dollars more than what this costs, then I would have got this. Can you dig it? My Bengal has cat has taken residence on my AC30. Yes, cats are savages. What other questions out there, folks? Any questions? I'm about to turn. It's 4:03. It's about that time. Again, if you're interested in this guitar or any others, you can go to wildwoodguitars.com. There is a link to this very guitar up above, but there are quite a few of these different guitars in stock that you can choose from. And I'll tell you what, they sound good, play good, smell good, and that's important. Is this one you picked or one they sent you to demo? This is one they sent me to demo, Dave. I do like 6105 frets. You are correct. You are correct. Sorry, I don't speak French. I would gladly answer you, but all I can say is, oui, d'accord, oui. That's it. That's all I got. Enchanté. Bonjour. That's it. Greetings, Donald. I'd like to hear some from your son about the drums he uses, etc. I love the sound of the crash of your head. Well, you know, he does the Fishman feeds with me, and he is armed with a microphone. So, although Friday's a little bit different because Toby's going to be down, so we'll just be doing playing for the most part. But next time he's around, which would be next Monday at 4 p.m. Central, Dylan will be with me causing trouble. It is amp overdrive, Scott. You are correct. I'm using the lead channel of my amp with the OTS, the output tube saturation circuit, engaged, which sounds good. He's asking you to come play in France when COVID is over. Man, absolutely. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'm coming. As soon as this business is over with and pestilence is cleared and travel is possible, we'll be over there. I am well, thank you. Mark asked any thoughts on stainless steel frets. You know, I really haven't given it much thought, to be honest with you. I don't think I've played them and thought, oh, I got to have these. I should probably do a little bit more research on it, so I can't really speak to it in any. Go-to Clapton lick, I like. Or, that's my favorite one. That's a good one. So on and so forth. All right, fellas. Well, listen, I got to roll. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always, as does the Wildwood team. And we will see you again on Thursday. We'll see what guitar. I know there's a guitar coming. I believe there's a custom shop guitar coming. Custom shop Strat coming that I'll have for Thursday. So tune in for that. Was the Personal 58 a demo I bought? Actually, I picked that one out. I picked it out from the website. And I called up Steve. I said, hey, I'm looking at this 58 on the website. Do you mind sending it to me? And I'll do a video on it, and I'll use it in the live stream. But if I like it, maybe I'll get it. And he checked it out, and he said, oh, it's a good one. And then he sent it to me, and it stayed. And I paid. It stayed, and I paid. What are you going to do? Tax write-off. All right, friends. We'll see you later. Thanks so much. Have a good one.